This is a time for all of us to be brave and creative, to forge a vision of a better society.
Without a thriving partnership model and the essential work being done by groups like yours on the ground, we simply could not reach all the people we need to. We are fully committed to supporting and empowering you.
We are dependent on the sector for good advice in terms of how to do good public policy. We're talking a lot to the sector, but we're not really necessarily writing it all down and not perhaps acknowledging how dependent we are on them. There has to be a better recognition of the broader value that community organisations bring.
There's an obvious lesson from the pandemic for the sector here in Ireland and anywhere, is that civil society organisations require funding, and they require core funding. They shouldn't have to devote a huge amount of the resources to chasing funds, because that detracts from delivering services.
Look what can be done when we apply ourselves to the common task for the common good.
I think we need to keep our focus on those that we serve, and I think our values will continue to assist us to do that.
Because we did see new ways of talking, of working across sectors, a new sense of solidarity, a new, as others have put it, this unity of purpose.
There has been, during this 15 months, intensive engagement and collective problem solving in the sector. How do we embed this? The fear being that it will slip back to where it was before all of this happened. But I believe that's the opportunity.
We know change is possible and can happen quickly. It's up to us, I think, to get on the offensive and to work for transformative change.
Are we talking the kind of language that will maintain the goodwill and the achievements of COVID-19?
The sector has now a collective responsibility to stand tall and make our impact known.
No change happens unless we demand it, and we demand that of our politicians.
The state now needs to view the work of the community sector not as something to be funded, but something that they need to invest in as a fundamental part of society.
We're a competent professional sector. We work on the ground in communities of all shapes and sizes, rural, marginalised, disadvantaged, day in, day out. We know what we're doing and we know what's needed, and it's the state's role to support that, to facilitate that.
So I think we have to kind of realise our own power a bit more, and understand what we bring to the table and really amplify that more.
Because we're facing many challenges. All the challenges that were there before 2020 are still there.
Problems are complex, they're not simple, and you can't relegate them to one issue. So we need to work together.
If we are not the ones to the forefront of promoting the work that we do, and if we are not the champions of our own impact, then who will be?
The community-inspired vision and the generosity of energy and solidarity is here in the membership of the Wheel, in the wider community and voluntary sector, and in the room today and on the platform.
We can deliver on such a vision if we nurture and support and champion our community and voluntary sector.
I have no one set vision for the sector. The sector makes its own vision, I guess.
The future is ours to make.